In this video, we are going to talk about what happens when you have Mars into the sign of Aries. So keep watching. Namaste and welcome to Pramanik Astrology channel. I'm your host Prasad Mahazani. Help you raise your vibrations and become your true self with the help of Vedic astrology. Mars in the sign of Aries. Before we talk about Mars in the sign of Aries, what is Mars? Mars is all about the masculinity in everybody. Masculinity has nothing to do with male. It's just that we all have the masculinity. We all have the masculinity and the femininity. We all have Mars and Venus regardless of whether we are male or female. So masculinity is the core signification of the Mars. Mars shows independence, energy, willpower, strength, non-cooperative, disciplined actions, is more about war, is also about the competitive spirit one has. Mars also represents the energy to initiate things, to start new businesses, to start anything new can be seen with Mars. Mars is an individualistic planet. The energy to initiate results into the individual things. Mars also represents the war. Mars also represents the arguments and the violence and war. Mars is our vitality, our energy. It also represents the blood, the literal blood in our body, as well as the aggression and war. The signification of war can also be seen with Mars. Mars is also the representation of your siblings. Mars is the karaka of the siblings in your chart. Mars is also the karaka of the real estate or land and building in your chart. So if Mars is connected with any of these significations, it really energizes that signification. Suppose Mars is conjunct with any of the signification which shows the individuality, like Atmakaraka, or conjunct with the ascendant lord, or is conjunct with the sun or moon, then this individual nature or this individuality gets boosted, and these people tend to be even more individualistic. Likewise, you can apply this to all the planets. If you have Mars and Mercury conjunct, now this energy, this initiative energy is getting the conjunct of an intellect. So it has the intellect to go deep into any subject. And likewise, you can apply it to all other planets as well. Okay. Now let us talk about the sign of Aries. The sign of Aries is ruled by Mars. So sign of Aries has all the qualities of Mars we discussed right now. Freedom, individuality, strength, willpower, vigor, vitality, blood, war, and individualistic approach, non-cooperative, dedicated, disciplined actions. All these can be seen with the Mars, and all these qualities can be seen in the sign of Aries. Aries is one of the Chara sign. Chara sign has the ability to start new things. 1, 4, 7, 10 are the Chara Rashis. So any time we have any planet into these houses, this tend to start new things in life. When you have Mars into the first sign of Aries, the person with the Mars in the Aries tend to start new things. He has the energy and power to start new things, to take new initiatives, to start new businesses, and so on. Initiating new things is the key signification of the Aries. Why? Because it is the first sign. It is where life begins. It is where you come into this existence and start experiencing this physical world. Aries sign rules your head. And what is the significance of head? Head is where all the thought process begins, where you have the intuition, where you have brain, right? When you have these significant body parts into the sign of Aries, it creates things. It has the intuition, it has thoughts, and your thoughts creates your realities. Your thoughts creates your reality. Your thoughts creates your reality. You have, whenever you have to create anything, you have to think about that. You have to initiate that. You have to take action about that. And that's what Mars does. A person with the great Mars is capable of doing all these things. Aries also signifies literally your head portion. And whether you have good Aries sign or an afflicted Aries sign decides the Aries sign at this portion of your body. Aries is fire element sign. Fire element signs are 1, 5 and 9. These are the signs which really like to go out and create something. First is Aries, then the Leo. Leo is also about self, because these are the dharma sign 1, 5, 9. And in the fifth sign, the self becomes concrete. And in the ninth, it looks up for the higher beliefs and higher purpose and try to go beyond this realm of belief and spirituality. So yes, this is the sign of Aries. Now what happens when you have Mars coming into the sign of Aries? The planet of strength comes into the sign of initiation. So these people are strong. These people are commanding. These people have the power. The planet of the ambition comes into the sign of the initiation. So these people have high ambitions. These people have ambition to create something of their own. They will start something and that is it. They will create something which was not there earlier. And that is a great sign of the Mars. The planet of individuality comes into the sign of individuality and freedom. So Mars becomes even more free into the sign of Aries. By the way, Mars rules the sign of Aries. So when Mars comes into the sign of Aries, he feels like he is at home. And when we are at home, we are comfortable and are operating at the highest frequencies. We are operating at the highest level. We are at our best because we are mentally relaxed, because we are into our own home. So we can be who we are. So you don't have to pretend, or you don't have to be at your best just because someone else is looking at you, or you are into somebody else's home, or somebody is coming into your home. You are at your home, so you can be yourself. That's it. And Mars loves to be into the sign of Aries because all the significations of the Mars resonates well with Aries, and as it rules the Aries, they go along well. When Mars comes into the sign of Aries, it makes a person ambitious person. This person wants to create something. This person wants to make an impact into this world. He wants to, do something of his own. Mars in the Aries makes person passionate. Mars is also about the passion. Mars has that element of masculinity, which is polar opposite to the sign of Venus, which is all about love, beauty, and it creates a passion. And on a higher plane, it can be creative as well. And on a lower plane, it can lead to all sorts of trouble to the person. Okay. So yes, passionate is one of the key signification of this combination, Mars into Aries. Mars is clear about who he is. Mars has the clarity. So, the planet of clarity comes into the house of the thoughts. So, these people are clear on their thoughts, and this makes these people take right decisions. These people are great at taking the right decisions quickly. This is Mars. Okay. In the space of Aries, we have three nakshatras. The first nakshatra is Ashwini nakshatra, which has the dasha ruler as Ketu and has the deity of Ashwini Kumar, the divine physicians. Then we have the Bharani nakshatra, which has the dasha ruler as Venus and the deity of Yama. And the next nakshatra is Kritika nakshatra, which has the dasha ruler as Sun and is deity as Agni. Okay, we are going to talk about the nakshatras in separate video for each of these nakshatras, but as of now, just remember, in the space of Aries we have these three nakshatras. Okay, so yes, this was Mars into the sign of Aries, as much as I could hold grasp and share with you guys what to watch next. If you're new to Vedic astrology, start your journey with how to get started into Vedic astrology, or you can start your journey with Rahu Ketu series, or you can start your journey through the retrogression of the planet series, or you can simply go to my YouTube playlist page and start exploring the fascinating world of Vedic astrology. Sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibrations. See you in the next videos. Love and peace.